Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. Are you not amazed how that the news media is actually doing the job of the rest of the Republican candidates? You know the reason why? Because they can't really do too much other mudslinging. As a pastor, I understand exactly what the establishment and the system, how they work and how they do things. Apparently, Ron Paul does too. But if you notice, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all of these so-called mainstream news medias, man, you ain't never seen nobody go out and attack Ron Paul like these people have. I mean, Newt Gingrich, Michelle Bachmann, whatever her name is, and Mitt Romney, they don't even have to do anything. They don't have to get any money for campaign or nothing. The news media is doing it for them. You know what that's telling us? That's telling us that the establishment is upset, scared, and mad. Now, regardless of whatever he may be, whatever he may not be, listen to his words. Listen to what he's saying. We're in the time of the campaign to where people, this is the mudslinging time. This is where they do everything they can to dig up what you call dirt on somebody. Now, mind you, I would love to be able to peer into the lives of some of these people that are doing these interviews. Oh, we just doing our job. We just doing our job. You know, it's amazing because these people are public figures and the news media is supposed to be unbiased. You hear that? They're supposed to just report and be unbiased. But these people are literally attacking Ron Paul. And of course, you know, they're trying to paint him as a racist. Now, I understand words very carefully. Very well. I understand the etymology of words very well. And I also understand positions. I understand what people have done in the past, what they have allowed and disallowed. I understand all that. Of course, now, since I'm an Israelite and I'm a believer, I have to take people at their words. I have to take people who they are today. You know, what kind of person are you today? Because there's many things all of us have done. We've all made mistakes in the past, and some of us have actually changed course and hold a new road, and now we're not the same people that we used to be. None of us can do everything perfect, can we? But yet and still we are responsible for our actions. And for these people to continue to keep asking Ron Paul over and over and over and over again about newsletters. And notice, every single one of these so-called news media. See, now you have to understand something. News media is not mainstream no more. Independent news sources is now mainstream because we're not playing their lies. But if you notice, every single one of them comes up with this pro-Israel thing. You know what I mean? Because, see, all the Congress, every single one of them have to make a pledge that they will support and defend that so-called country that was made up in 1948 under the League of Nations by Great Britain and the United States of America, sanctioned and approved by them, and created a state called Israel. And so now you can see that all our Congress is sold out and licking the boots of this country, Israel. And we the people, we have no control over this country whatsoever at all. This country's been sold out a long time ago, and it's evident by watching the mainstream news media. I tell you what, my personal opinion would be that if you are black and you are voting, you should get out there and vote for Ron Paul. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. Now, I understand that because we have, different mindsets. You have to understand we live in a society chemically induced, fluoride, mercury, drooling at the mouth, shot up with snake venom and monkey pulse. Most people, almost 90% of Americans, they won't even understand a word that I'm saying. They'll pay attention to what people are saying that will incite feelings and emotions because we have no self-control rather than the facts that are on the table. I'm actually glad that Ron Paul walked out on that CNN stuff because the one thing that he did let us know that a lot of people got is that, he understands how the system works. Did y'all hear that? He understands how the system works. What's amazing is that the news media, Fox, MSNBC, and CNN, can't you see that they're just like the Democrats and the Republicans? They're all on the same side. So I understand what's going on very, 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 very well. And I'm glad that most people are finally waking up and seeing that whether you're a Democrat or a Republican rat, you're all rats, and ain't none of them no good anyway. But I see what Ron Paul is doing. He's actually being wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. He's using the Republican ticket to be able to get over his agenda, to promote, and you hear his words, the way this country should be. Now, he's a statesman. Now, hey, whether he be a Freemason or not, all that other stuff, that's between him and the Most High. Just like your relationship is between you and the Most High, and you better make sure you get it right. As far as living in this country, here and now, right now, you people better you better stop paying attention to all these external stuff that deflect you from the actual source of information that you really truly need to listen to and know, and stop being so emotionally induced. I understand when you're full of chemicals and everything, it shocks you and it gets your feelings and emotion, your soul all stirred up and around, and you can't even think straight. You can't even think straight. But you really truly need to pay attention to these hypocrites. And that's the reason why I continue to keep over and over and over again telling people, listen to independent news sources all the time. I don't believe that Ron Paul's a racist. I mean, you look at me. Look at me. I live in a redneck town that makes me feel less than welcome on a daily basis. The problem is that I'm too stupid to let them people affect me in any kind of way. And you know the reason why? Because when somebody pushes against me, I push back even harder. That's what I do. So, I'm not concerned about what these paid cronies are so-called putting out. I am concerned about the truth. And you and I both, we have nothing more to do than to take a person at their action and take a person at their words. And the truth is, Newt Gingrich ain't got a leg to stand on. The sorry sow. His wife gets cancer. He turns around and files divorce while she's in the hospital. And that right there is what you call impeccable character by the Republican Party and the establishment that supports them. Now, what is CNN if they're supposed to be so-called supporters for Democrats? What do they care about Ron Paul? I'll tell you the reason why. Like I said before, you go back in my videos, they're scared half to death of this Ron Paul thing. They really truly scared that. You know why? Because it's going to undermine the powers that be, and they can't control him. And I tell you what, we need to get a security force around that man. We need to get a security force around that man, and it does not need to be the FBI, the CIA, none of them people at all. Because I tell you, a lot of people don't know because they're not informed, they're not intelligent, and they don't understand history. Look at the history of our country. And look and see what this country has done to every single presidential candidate that would not bow down their knee to the establishment and do it the way that they say do it. Hey, all this warmongering, senseless, useless and stuff. The empire is on the run and is just about at its end. All you black people out there, don't pay attention to this mudslinging stuff. Take a person at their words. Take a person at their words. And then listen to what they say. And then look at the spirit in which these people speak and talk and how they just continue. You know why? Because they don't have nothing else. Rick Romney is a hypocrite. Michelle Bachmann, she need to go on back home somewhere. And her stupid self, she looked just totally idiotic with her fear-mongering. We better get them. We better get them. Just stupid thing and stuff. But anyway, I think the establishment is afraid because the whole entire country is waking up. So the more they sling mud at Ron Paul, the more that people, they look and they see, they understand. And then people like me, people like other people who see what goes on, we are able to reach the people who can't read between the lines of what's really truly going on. So the truth is, they're scared after death of Ron Paul. And that is the truth. And that is the truth straight way.